So it's completely on Fusion. So on Fusion Financials. So I'm also expert on other things like supply chain, apart from financials. And as an institute, as an academy, we also offer trainings on other uh, modules like projects and portfolio management, supply chain management, and then the HCM, human capital management, etc. These are the other courses which our institute offers. Okay. So primarily, let's talk about the course now. So this is a 2 months course. You'll be trained on the Oracle applications, particularly on financial side, the financial modules. Okay, the basic general ledger, the cash management, and then the accounts payables and accounts receivables. So those departments, we have different companies using different applications. So ERP is one of them. ERP, where we have certain companies who are offering these ERPs, like SAP, and then Oracle is one of the leading ERP provider, enterprise resource planning provider. So we train on Oracle courses. Okay, so once we start the course, it will be a 2 months course. Duration is 2 months, and timings would be either 8 to 9 or 9 to 10 in the morning timings. And we do this online training daily from Monday to Friday. Okay, so these are the timings, and this is the duration of the course. Okay, so once you complete the course, what are the opportunities you have to apply for? There are tremendous opportunities in the market, because Fusion is a new application, and this is most happening application currently, because most of the companies are still implementing the application. So we have huge opportunities. So what are the positions we can apply in the job market? So these are some of the positions. Okay, so we can apply for positions like Fusion Finance Consultant, or we call it as Fusion Financials Functional Consultant, or Fusion Cloud Financials Consultant, or Fusion Financials Consultant. Okay, so these are some of the positions which are available, and we can apply for these positions once we complete the training. Okay, so just to talk about Oracle evolution. Okay, what is Oracle? Oracle is it's a US based company, and it stands for Oak Ridge Automatic Computer and Logical Engine. It's Oak Ridge Automatic Computer and Logical Engine. Okay, so when they started this company, their main business was they were completely into database. Okay, so all the servers, all the database are from this company. Later, they spread their wings, and they got into this enterprise resource planning applications, ERP applications. Okay. So coming to the application, what does it consist of? So when we are learning this application, it consists of certain things. So basically, this has a database where it saves all the data, whatever is the data which is entered in the application. And then it has certain pages, certain reports in the front end as a in the front end. So for UI, user interface, so they have provided certain pages, and these are most of them are web pages. All of them are web pages in the Fusion. But if you look at the earlier versions of Oracle in EBS, Enterprise Business Suite 11i or R12, they used to have these forms, and then later in R12, they came up with few web pages. And then finally in Fusion, they have completely web pages as a UI. Okay, so what happens when you enter the data in a form or a page? So whatever you enter in an application, Okay, so as a front end, it gets stored in a database. So database mostly they use the PL SQL. Okay, so it is stored in the database. The data is stored in the database, and then we can see the data, retrieve the data using the reports. Okay, this is how the structure is. First, the input is coming from forms or through pages. The data is stored in database, and we want to see the data. We can pull the reports, or we can directly see from the pages itself. Okay, so just now we discussed about the versions. So Oracle is had different versions. So Oracle 11i is the initial version. So it has only forms in 11i, Oracle EBS 11i. Coming to the R12, it has both forms and web pages. Few of them are Java pages. Okay, so they came up with these pages in R12 version. But coming to Oracle Fusion, or you call it as a cloud application, they're completely with the web pages. So the entire application is on web pages. And within Oracle Fusion, there are different versions. So the latest we are using is R13. This is release 13. That is the latest one. So whatever the training which happens, it will be on release 13. Okay. So earlier versions were like R7. It started with R7, R8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. But finally we have 13. And every year through quarterly patches, they also release certain enhancements, certain bug fixes in the application. Okay, so typically you use applications like Facebook, you use Instagram, just like that, to communicate with your friends, all that. So similarly, we have a Fusion application which communicates internally with the different departments in a company. So this is for enterprise usage. So departments like accounting department, or a purchasing department, or a payables department, or a receivables department, they can communicate internally using this application. That is the main purpose of the application. Okay. So any questions so far? Okay. I hope it is clear till now. Okay. Coming to the product families. So we have different product families. So as it is said, discussed just now, we have financials as one, we have supply chain, then we have projects. Okay, so then we have, for maintaining the people, we have a separate application from Oracle, and for purchasing activities and all, we have a separate application. Okay, so these are some of the applications which we can see from Oracle. Okay, so primarily Oracle Financials is famous until R12 version. So finance was the main application which was used, but later on, because of some improvisations, even other applications like supply chain, projects and portfolio management, and the human capital management and procurement management, all this also became popular within Oracle Fusion applications. Okay, so what is it we are covering as part of the training? We are covering all these applications. We have different applications. Okay, so we have Fusion General Ledger, Fusion Accounts Payables, Fusion Accounts Receivables. So primarily General Ledger deals with all the financial reports, entering the journals. Okay, so consolidation, revaluation, all those things happen within the General Ledger application. All your financial reports are pulled from the General Ledger. Coming to the payables, accounts payables, so mostly all the invoices for your vendors and all the payments are processed within the accounts payables application. And then coming to the receivables part, all your customer transactions and the receipts received from your customers, the payments which are received from the customers. So these are maintained within the accounts receivables application. And to track all our assets within the company, all the fixed assets like land, buildings, machinery, etc. So Oracle has given a separate application for that. We call it as Oracle Fusion Fixed Assets. So where we can maintain the assets, calculate the depreciation, retire an asset. So everything can be done within this application. Coming to next module, which is cash management. We can do all the bank reconciliations, your passbook versus your cash book. We can do all those reconciliations within the cash management module. Then apart from that, these are the core modules which I discussed so far. The first 5 are core modules. So apart from these, we also will cover the tax application, expense application. And while working on these applications, we will also deal with certain other applications like BPM, Business Process Management. BPM stands for Business Process Management. Okay. This is one application we will deal with for all the approvals, wherever we need approvals for certain journals, for certain payments. So we will use BPM. And then for all our setups and all our configurations, we will use FSM, stands for Functional Setup Manager. Okay. FSM stands for Functional Setup Manager. So we'll be working on this. So we'll be learning this application as well. Apart from that, we also have IDM and OIM for identity management. We have another for all your security related issues. So we have security console provided in the Oracle applications, where we can create users, new users, restrict users from accessing certain data. All this can be done using these two applications. IDM is Identity Manager, or we also call it as Oracle Fusion OIM, which is Oracle Identity Manager. And we also deal with Fusion Enterprise Structure, because when we are doing the setups, so our entire business has to be set up in the application. That we call it as the enterprise structure. Okay, so any questions so far? Any questions from Sarvani, Naga, or Siloja?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, fine. So let me proceed further. Coming to, okay, so, all right. So coming to the next topic, that is, what is that we cover apart from the basic core modules and also the rest of the modules? Okay, so we also have certain cycles. So apart from these core modules, what we just discussed, the core applications, we also have other modules which interact with our core modules within finance. So we have few of the supply chain modules like order management, Fusion order management, or Fusion inventory, or Fusion purchasing. So we'll be covering even those modules because most of the input is coming from these modules. Okay, either to payables or receivables, the input is coming from there. So we'll be covering the O2C, P2P cycles. O2C is nothing but order to cash. So from the time we receive an order from the customer till we receive the cash from the customer, that we call it as one cycle. That is O2C cycle, order to cash. And on the supplier side, we have P2P cycle, procure to pay cycle. From the time we procure any raw materials from any suppliers to till we make the payment. So that is called P2P cycle. So we'll be covering some of those activities as part of our training. So for example, sales orders, we'll be covering how to enter the sales orders, how the flow is happening between order management module and also the accounts receivables module that we will be covering. And finally, how it is flown into the GL module. Similarly, for all the stock materials, we will be using inventory or product management. In Fusion, we call it as product management. And for all the purchase orders, we'll be using the purchasing module. So we'll be covering some of these flows from out of this O2C and P2P cycles. Okay. So coming to the role which we are going to play once we complete the training and once we start applying the jobs and once we join any company. So what is that we role? Typically, what do we do as a functional consultant, as a finance functional consultant, or we call it as Oracle Fusion Financial Consultant. Okay, we do the setups. Basically, all the setups are done. So when do we do the setups? When a client is purchasing the application from Oracle for their entity, for their enterprise. So we have to do certain basic setups in order to use the application. Okay, so those basic setups are done by the functional consultants. Okay, how do we do those basic setups? We work with the client, with our customers, gather the information, what is that they need from in the application. We document everything. Okay, there is a process called methodologies, certain methodologies like application implementation methodology or Oracle Unified methodology. We follow one of these two methodologies, gather the information from the clients, document everything, take approvals, and do the setups in the application. Configurations, we also call it as configurations. We have to configure the application before we start using the application. And apart from that, we will also teach the users how to use the application usage. So how to enter an invoice, how to enter a payment, how to enter a journal, then how to pull the reports from the application. So all that usage is, we train the users on the application usage. So that is our role. So after doing the implementation, as part of implementation, we do all the setups and configuration. We will also train the users on how to use the application. Okay. So once these two are done, we will also do the support kind of thing for ongoing issues. So for any application you take, there could be some issues, day-to-day issues, some connectivity issues or some data entry issues. Okay, some forms are not working, some pages are not working. So those are all part of the maintenance. We call that as a maintenance, and we can support on those projects as well. So as an application support or as application maintenance. Okay, that's a part of functional consultant job. And for any kind of customizations, as in like, what do you mean by customizations? Like whatever the standard application given by the Oracle, apart from that, if any client needs some extra features like additional field or additional column or additional page itself, or some kind of interfaces with some third-party applications, we call that as customizations. So even functional consultants can gather the information on the customizations from the client, their requirement, and based on that, we prepare certain documents and we work with the technical consultant who will do the customizations. If they are just the configuration changes, like some setups to be done, we will do it by ourselves. But other than that, if there are any major changes to be done, like interfaces or page design, something like that, we will be approaching the technical consultants. Okay. So typically, technical consultant, they deal with OIC. OIC is nothing but so they have other tools like SOVA. Okay, so they have other things like BIP reports, the ADF technology is the latest one which is used, okay, to design any new forms or new pages. Beppel is used for all the approval processes. So for all integrations, they are using the Oracle Integration Cloud. Okay, OIC stands for Oracle Integration Cloud. So a technical consultant should know these things to join as a technical consultant. But let's not focus on this one. Our primary job is we'll be dealing with all the functional issues. So we'll be dealing with all the setups and configurations, the application usage. We'll be training the users on how to use the application. Okay. So we will be maintaining the application on ongoing basis. We work with the users, we work with the Oracle. Okay. And then for any kind of customizations, we as functional consultants support the application. Okay. So dealing with any kind of SOA or ADF for any form related issues or page related issues, technical teams will take care of those things. So typically, we'll also have a DBA, database administrator, to maintain our application. So typically, if you call the IT team, Oracle team, so we have functional consultants, we have technical consultants and DBA consultants. Mostly DBA consultants, they maintain the servers, they do the cloning process, they do the data backup process, all that. So that is all taken care by the DBA, database administrators. Okay. So typically you would see functional consultants, technical consultants, and the DBAs within the IT team to support the Oracle applications. Since we are using the Fusion application, so most of the times we won't see the DBA consultants because database is supported by Oracle because of the cloud. So all the servers are maintained at the data centers. So we don't see those servers. All we see is an application that is connected through internet. Okay. We will see that the details, we will get into it in the later session. Okay. So what are the opportunities which are available for a functional consultant locally or abroad? There are a lot of opportunities in the market. So locally within India, you can apply. There are a lot of opportunities within Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, or Mumbai. So or NCR, if you are planning to go to NCR region, there are a lot of opportunities available. You can apply for functional job. Okay. Once you get selected, okay, you can join those companies. So not just within our state, but also in other states, there are a lot of jobs available. Apart from that, if you are looking for any abroad jobs, if you're planning to move to either Middle East or US or Australia or some other countries, okay, or UK, so you have opportunities there as well, because this Oracle application is used across. And since this is a cloud application, most of the customers are willing to take this cloud application for their organizations. So there are immense opportunities. You can apply locally or you can apply in other countries. So we see most of the people who got H1B, they're getting trained on Oracle applications, and once they go there, they'll get a job, or they'll try for a job from here itself, and then they'll fly once they get an offer letter. Okay, so there are opportunities for both freshers and experienced. Okay, so for freshers who have just completed their BTech or MTech or MCA or any other courses, so there are a lot of opportunities in MNCs like Accenture, then other companies like TCS, Infosys, and Oracle. Oracle offers a lot of jobs to freshers. Experienced, yeah. Once you have some 5 to 6 years of experience, even then you can apply for some good positions in a company, maybe at a senior level. Okay, a senior consultant or a lead consultant, those kind of jobs are available in the different organizations. Okay, I'll just stop here. Any questions so far? You can just unmute yourself and let me know. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see Lakshmi also just joined little later. Okay. So any questions from Lakshmi or Siloja? Navodaya Siloja.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. All right. So fine. No problem. Let's proceed. So most of the times people do ask questions like, should I learn SAP or Oracle Fusion? Okay. So there is a huge demand for Oracle Fusion now. So I would say learn Oracle Fusion. There are opportunities for SAP as well, but equal opportunities are available on Oracle Fusion as well. Since Fusion is very strong and it is offering a lot of these different applications on the human capital management side, on the supply chain side, on the projects and portfolio side. Apart from Oracle Fusion Financials, which is a great success. So there are opportunities on Oracle Fusion side. Okay, so do I have to learn coding as part of the course? No, you don't have to learn any coding. Okay, all that we need is good communication skills, good grip on the English speaking skills. Okay, because most of this functional consultant job is to deal with the users, end users, and the clients. Okay, so as long as you have good communication skills, you can speak English fluently and without any mistakes, you can learn this course. Okay, this is an easy application. You can learn this course. You don't have to learn any coding. Okay, this is a non-coding job. Okay. Then should I choose a functional or technical courses? Okay. Let's say, for example, in a company, if you have 20 members in the IT team, I would say 18 people belong to the functional side. So 18 are functional consultants, and rest of the two are either technical, or it could be one functional and one technical and one DBA. Okay, so the positions are more on the functional side. Okay, so choice is yours. The openings are more on the functional side, so it's better always opt for the functional courses. But if you really think you are good at technical side, and if your interest is towards technical side, we also offer some technical courses from Pyramid, so you can join those courses. Okay. Why Oracle Fusion Financials? Because Oracle is famous for financials. Okay, and now that is completely cloud based. So there's a lot of flexibility, scalability options available within Oracle. So that's why people are going for Oracle Fusion Financials. Okay, financials, that's the core in every company. Every company uses financial modules. So they would have departments like payables, they would have departments like receivables, and the accountant, the accounts team. So mostly those companies are using the application. That's why financials has more opportunities than compared to other modules. Okay, so yeah, job opportunities for graduates. There are a lot of job opportunities for graduates, for somebody who has completed BTech, MTech, MCA. Okay, so all those things. So you have better opportunities. Okay, so somebody who has just completed MSc and don't know whether to join this course or not. Yes, since there is no coding involved, so you can learn the project, you can learn the course, and you can apply for jobs once you're ready with everything. Okay, so the next question is application practice and real-time projects. Yes, we do provide instance the application access for the first 3 months at free of cost. As part of the course fee, we will provide the application. You can practice on that on a daily basis, and we will also offer some real-time projects, so you can work on those real-time projects to gain some insights as how the projects work in a company. Okay, you can gain some insights on that one. Okay, so that's about it. It's a 2 months course. It's a 2 months course, and every day it's 1 hour online training. Apart from online training, we will also provide the videos, the recorded videos of that class. In case you miss out on anything, you can just catch up on the videos. Apart from that, we will also provide the instance access for 3 months as part of the course fee. We will provide documentation on different applications, general ledger, cash management, receivables, payables. You can go through those documentation for your interview preparation. And we will also prepare you for the interviews. We will conduct some mock interviews. We will help you in preparing your resume. And we can also help you on the job placements. We will tell you like where are the job opportunities, how you should prepare yourself, how your resume should be. Because of the contacts we have, we will also do some placements in the companies. So the tenure is 2 months. Course fee is 28,000. Okay, so we will have sessions starting from Monday onwards. 1 hour class from morning 8 to 9. Okay, so that's brief about the course. If you have any questions, you can just stay back. I'll forward the recorded video to all you guys. So maybe we can discuss like if you have any questions.